Hey guys, this is Snack Attack 8, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. This is part 5. And we're right here back in the exact same place we started part 4 in, but I'll explain that later. Right now, let's press Z to save the world, like Laurel said, and it'll show us the Sun Chamber, which obviously is the big boss battle room that we need to go to in this very episode. Now, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, and I really apologize for all these technical difficulties that I've been having, but unfortunately this episode is post-commentated. That is what I'm doing here. So if I seem like sort of almost desynced with the video, then that's why, because I had to post-commentate it. Because I stupidly reverted, if that's even the right word, it doesn't sound like it. You ever have those words that just don't sound like they're right, but you're like, what else could it be? That was one of those. But it reverted, I guess that is right, to the default setting my WavePad sound recorder did. So, and the default setting is no good. It's not what I want. It wasn't through my microphone, it was through my built-in mic, and that was just bad and messy, and so I'm just redoing it. But yeah, so there's that. Now, in this room, what I'm doing right here is, this is the second way that you can get to the Sun Chamber. The first way we sort of hinted at in the last episode, when I was going around collecting all the stuff, because we actually did get pretty close to it. We went all the way up over by where the vault is, and the elevator and all that. You can get to it that way, but I just decided I would show it this way too. Now, in this room, as you can see me, for some reason I scanned the War Wasp, Broken Hive, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, if in this room, you can see we have another one of these like runic symbol doors, and there's the second symbol. So I just thought I would show this off, because it is like a kind of a puzzle, almost, that you don't have to do, and I could have probably skipped, but I was just like, you know what, we'll show this off, because all we have left to do in this place is the boss fight, and I wanted to milk it, because that's the kind of guy I am. I like to draw everything out. Yeah. And then the fourth symbol is around here somewhere. I think it's over on this side of the room, sort of by where the entrance is. I think. I'm looking for it. Will I find it? I don't even remember. I recorded this a long time ago. Oh, there it is. Yeah, of course. That one looks like a eye with too much makeup on. Singing to the music is not good. Commentary, please stop singing to the music. Yeah, but it is awesome. The music is awesome. Alrighty, let's go through here again. Now we don't have to blow that stuff up. It'll be a little bit of a quicker climb up. And I guess just get ready to take on the boss. I'm not too upset about scrapping the commentary for this, because it wasn't that great originally, so maybe we can, like, you know, harness the power of post-com, which is a stupid abbreviation way to say post-commentary. And oh, right, I have a similar sort of problem to that other part where I can't get Samus through the pipe here. There we go. And missile, yeah! But yeah, the original commentary, I think, for this wasn't that great, so we'll see if we can do a little bit better this second time around. This red weed type enemy growing out of the ground here will actually hurt you. It's like the we're going to rough you up version of the harmless tangleweed that we saw before. So shoot it, and it'll go into the ground, but it won't stay down forever, so if you shot it and then did other stuff and then went back, you'd have to shoot it again. I don't know. Oh, I guess I'm getting energy. These big yellow energy ball, whatever you want to call them, energy ball. Those heal, I think, 100 life. Maybe it's 50. Doesn't matter. Anyway, this is the boss, and what a boss it is. Shoot out like a little trail of like weeds there. This is kind of a strange boss. It's definitely really cool looking. But it's sort of a slow-paced fight, and we'll see what I mean when we get into that. But look at this guy. This guy is definitely pretty sweet-looking, and we're gonna scan him. This guy's name is Flaahgra, and I can't really, I don't know if I'm really gonna read what it's saying here, because I don't know the pace at which I was reading it during the actual video. But feel free to read it on your own. I don't really have anything to say right now because we're just staring at Flaahgra going like me, getting scanned, stopping time because that's obviously how scanning things work. And here we go. All right, so this guy, it really isn't too bad. He's a little bit difficult if you can't figure out what you have to do to get him, but it's actually pretty simple. Now, as you can see, there's that little, I guess, mirror heat lamp type thing. What we have to do is shoot that up, actually, and that will cut off Flaahgra's little. It'll cut off his power source, in a sense, I guess, because the heat is what keeps him going. So now all we have to do is roll through here and place a bomb, and that's how you damage him. So it's really not like you won't be like damaging him too much directly just by like shooting him like you would assume a boss would be. It's more of a I don't know, it's a little bit different than your standard fare boss fight. And obviously as the hits go on, more of the little mirror things will be going. Ooh. Yeah, he has some kind of tough to avoid attacks, but as long as you're playing on like normal mode, baby mode, as long as you're playing on that, we'll be fine. Now, as you can see there, probably you might have seen that he actually will smack those mirrors back down. So how we get rid of that? Yeah, you just did. How we get rid of that is you just have to shoot him enough, and it'll momentarily stun him. So this boss is almost more of like a race against time, really. It's just all about knowing when to stun Flaahgra and when to shoot his little reflector things. And I think that's the second one. And timber! Yep, it is. Alright. And I guess one of my complaints about this boss is that it takes a long time. But, I don't know. Back in the day, when I first saw this, like, this was it, man. I didn't see how video game bosses could get any cooler looking than Flaahgra. And it was obviously a much more intense fight from back then, because I hadn't done it a billion times. I don't know, I just remember it being one of the moments of this game that really wowed me. Just seeing him, like, spring out of that flower thing for the first time. Yeah, that's kind of a tough attack to avoid, too. But yep, just keep stunning him. Stun, shoot, stun, shoot. Running out of things to say. Stun him again. And it really doesn't take too many shots to stun him. I think you can actually do it with just one charge beam. And if not that, maybe like a charge beam and a couple more regular beam shots. It really doesn't take that long. You definitely should do it if you're not moving as fast as you could towards one of these little reflectors. Do it more than once, because he will come back out of that pretty fast. And I guess I'm being informative. Oh, and that thing swiped me. Now, also in this fight, you can actually fall into the acid, and that can prove to be pretty problematic too. There is a way out. It's this little sequence of steps, but it's kind of tough to find. So definitely be wary of that too. It's not something you'd normally do, but I've seen it happen. And we got all 4 reflectors on. Alright, buddy. It's the real show right now. Yeah, but I don't know what this guy's even supposed to be. Is he like a praying mantis flower? I don't know. Because he's like bug-like, but he's also plant-like. Maybe it said it in the morphology that we got the scan data of, but I didn't read it and I've forgotten what it says. But I don't know. He kind of looks like a butterfly and a praying mantis somehow like mutated together into a flower, if that makes any sense. Alrighty. Third one. Now we gotta stun him again. Yeah, see, this is one of those moments where you would want to... Oh, and there's a little technique almost that I showed off there. Where in this game, if you mash A rapidly and also press Y, you can do sort of a rapid-fire missile throwing, or missile shooting, whatever you want to call it. They took that out of the Wii one, but it's in this. And I was trying to show it off. I wasn't able to do it really well. I think when I get back in a live commentary, I'll do it again, but I don't know. And there we go! You wave his little things around. I feel like Flaahgra would be the kind of boss who's like he kind of looks like he's like, oh no, don't hurt me, don't put me back into the plant. Like he almost seems like he'd be kind of wimpy, like the way he like waves his little arms around like me. I don't know. That's just an inane thought of mine. But luckily, it looks like the water is turning from a nasty green to a beautiful blue, which means we have purified the water in Chozo Ruins. I guess Flaahgra was the source, and we got, what's that? It's an S. It's the Metroid symbol. What could it be? Looks like we're about to power up Mighty Morph or something. I don't know. Ah, draw the light inward, and we're granted with the greatest ability of all time. Shoulder pads! And, more than just that, it's also one of the most iconic Metroid power-ups. The Various Suit, required. Alrighty, that is awesome. The Various Suit, amazing. And like I thought in the original Metroid, my LP of that, and know now, it appears in every single Metroid game. And few other power-ups can make our, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. You can't, that's a distinction that few other power-ups share. I guess that would be the right way to say that sentence. I don't know. I'm not the best post-commentator. Now this enemy is called a Bombu. We actually can't destroy that right now. So I don't know why I shot at it a million times, knowing full well that I couldn't destroy it, but, you know. And head down this huge pit. And then, oh, and there's more stuff in here too. And it's in the form of these war wasps. Luckily, we won't be having to deal with war wasps again for a while, which is always a good thing. Because we're, like I said, I think at the beginning of this video, we're about ready to move on to a new area. You'll usually find that a boss will sort of signify the end of your time in an area. Doesn't mean you won't ever come back there. Oh, and I guess this is me trying to show off the that missile technique. That's kind of how it is, but you can get a pretty good string of them going. It's just like pew, 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 pew. I'm sure I'll be able to show it off to a better extent later on. And that's cordite. We can't destroy that. Let's read this lore. And I think I'm just going to talk over this one because I don't know the rate at which I actually read this again. But yeah, what I was saying is, it doesn't mean we'll necessarily not be coming back to the area, because you have to visit every area in this game more than once. That's a given. Like, it's necessary for you to do that. Unless you're some huge speedrunning sequence breaker, in which case, I don't know what to say to you, but if you're playing it the right way, then you'll have to visit each area more than once. But a boss will usually mark the ending of your time there. So it's like, fight a boss, gotta go back somewhere else. It's kind of how it is. And that worked out well, because that rambling just got us through the lore. Now we're gonna take the elevator, which is in this room right here. Oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. And as you can see, we pretty much got all of Chozo Ruins, except for a couple select rooms. Pretty much all cleared out. So nothing left to do now but go to a new land. And what an area it is. One of my favorites in the game. Quite a cool place. Magmoor Caverns. Now, we're really not going to do much in Magmoor Caverns as it is now. I think I'm going to end the episode right up here. There's a save room fairly early into the area. First, we're going to go down this little second shaft. I always get these little shafts like mixed up. I always think the one in Chozo Ruins is this one, and I guess vice versa, just because they look kind of similar. Listen to that ominous music. Alright, and the saves... Oh, Shriek Bats. The save Shriek Bats are right down here. No. Alright, save station. Right over here. Past these amazing little visor heat effects, which are just always awesome. There it is, yeah. Alright. And this is where I'm going to leave it off, guys. So until the next episode, I've been Snack Attack 8. In the next episode, we will finally, break into this new area, Magmore Caverns. And yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys then. Later.